Hello, welcome to class. In today's class, we're going to learn how to make an autogele base, the round base. This picture you're looking
Ashoke.
at here. And for the work, we need ashoke fabric,
Measuring
measuring
tape,
tape, pair of scissors, chalk,
scissors,
matching thread,
chalk.
matching sewing thread, and sewing machine, obviously. So to start, you measure out 23 inches on one ashoke ply. You know that ashoke comes in plies, just like what you're seeing. What you're seeing on the screen is just a ply. All right. So on that ply, measure out 23 inches and then in four places. That's what I'm showing you here. I've cut out the four. And then the next thing to do will be to cut out the strap. The strap measures 12 inches. So you measure it out, cut it. Please be very accurate in your measurement because if you make mistake, it's going to affect the work entirely. So you fold the strap into two lengthwise, just like I'm doing here, and then divide it into two. The strap is done this way so that it will give us a thin strip when we are done, meaning a thin strap. We don't want something bulky at the back when we tie it. So this is it, the 23 inches and the strap. All right, then we go to the sewing machine. So please, when you want to sew ashoke, place one end on the other end of it, but with the allowance of 0.25 inches. What do I mean? I mean, place 0.25 inches of one ply of ashoke on the other one, still on 0.25 inches. It's just 0.25 inches you're going to use to join the two. That's what I mean. 0.25 inches is what you're going to use to join the two together. Let it not be up to 5 half inch, which is 0.5, because it's going to shorten the length of your ashoke and we don't want that. Okay, so you do it. And then please remember to back stitch. Back stitch at the beginning, back stitch at the end, so that it will not unravel. If you don't back stitch, it will unravel. Then the same way I join these two, that's how you continue joining until the four is joined together. So we get a very long fabric now, very long fabric that will be enough for the base. All right. So please also remember ashoke phrase, those exposed edges of ashoke fray, meaning it pulls out. So please, whenever you're working with ashoke, be very careful. Don't be rough with it. Now I've joined the four together. The next thing to do will be to fold the edges in. Fold 0.25 twice. Watch the video and understand. 0.25, fold it twice and sew it down. And then on the other side again, do the same thing. 0.25 two times and sew it
All of
down.
a sudden, we now have the wrong side and the right side. So the place where we folded it into, we will call it the wrong side of the fabric. All right. This side is now the wrong side. So we fold 1 inch down in. Look at it. Fold 1 inch in. If I measure it is 1 inch. Look at it is 1 inch. 1 inch. Good. And sew on the edge. This edge is where you sew. We've sewn it down. Okay. Then the next thing, this is actually where you have to pay very good attention so that you don't miss it for the beginners. So from the seam line, fold like half inch. Fold half inch or from this seam line. Fold it half inch from this seam line. Look at half inch. The place I folded, I prefer to use this to measure my half inch. So from here to here is half inch. See my seam line. See where I'm folding. So half inch. After folding it straight down like this, bring it up to this point. Let the gap you will leave be a 1/4 of an inch. 1/4 of an inch. From here to here should measure 1/4 of an inch. Then you pin it down and sew. Please, when you sew, try as much as possible to sew very close to this place. Sew very close to this back, this bottom, very very close. Don't sew upward, sew downward. When I mean downward, I mean here. I hope it's very clear. I mean here, that's where you sew. Don't sew here. If you sew here, you have spoiled the entire thing. All right, so I go. Just watch and see. You will learn it. All right, I'm going. Just pay proper attention. You will see. I'm done with the first pleat. So I'm going to repeat the same thing I did on the second pleat. But now for the second pleat, from the seam line, you measure 1 inch. From the seam line, this is my seam line. I then measure 1 inch to sew it. 1 inch. So I fold it 1 inch from the seam line, from your last seam line. 1 inch from your last seam line. That's actually what I'm doing. 1 inch from your last seam line. After giving it this line, then you bring it up again. And remember, the gap that we give from the previous pleat and the new one is 1/4 of an inch. That's the gap you give, 1/4 of an inch. Then you turn it this way to start sewing on the machine. As you sew, try as much as possible to sew at the bottom. When I say bottom, I mean here. Look at where I call bottom. But you know your ashok is facing this way. So you use your hand and gauge it. Your finger, sorry. And gauge it like what I'm doing with this finger. It actually tells me where the presser foot should go or where the needle should go. The same thing, 1 inch from here is what you fold. 1 inch. You fold it again. 1 inch, you fold, 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 fold. And so, remember to give 1/4 of an inch gap here as for you sew. So, I continue. Please, point of note, your new pleat must cover the the seam line of the previous pleat. Your new pleat must cover the seam line of your previous pleat. We don't want to see your seam line of the previous pleat where you sewed it, where you sewed it. Okay? So you must cover it. Alright. So we are progressing. So the idea now is to get as much as 8 pleats. You get what I'm saying? The idea is to get as much as 8 pleats. How many do I have now? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 is what we are going for. So you still do the same 1 inch gap, 1 inch gap, fold. That's 1 inch from your last seam line and place it on the place where it measures 1/4 of an inch. 1/4 of an inch, meaning 0.25. From here to here, 0.25. Not up to 1 inch. Then we continue. So this is all you continue to do until you get 8 pleats. or 7, minimum of 7, minimum of 7. But I'm just going to explain something to you when I'm done with this one. So now totally I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pleats, and I told you I need minimum of 7 pleats. So I'm going to do it until I get to this point, so that I will now have 2 plies of ashoke remaining. This 2 ply I must not pleat on it, because that's the part that will cover the back. So I must so the first 2 ply I use to pleat, the last 2 ply I leave out. So in all I'm going to get 8 lines of pleat, or minimum of 7. So I'll see you then. All right, so now I'm done sewing it. See what we have now. Okay, look at what we have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pleats. Then I still have these 2 plies untouched. So learn from that. The only part of this ply I took in is just the edge. I folded it in. That's the edge here. Okay. So as we I sew along the line where I cut. I sew it in. The aim is to get a very tiny strip. So the same thing is what you do here. Fold it so that the side where we cut from will be inside and form a very thin strip. We don't want something fat. Then the next thing will be to fold in the edges. So I trimmed off the excesses. So I'm about to start folding the edges in now. Look at it. Fold it like this, and so. Please don't forget to back. So look at the two of them. I folded their edges. Eh? I folded their edges. Then the next thing we are going to do is to attach it to this one. It's just the strap that we can use to tie it. Watch how I attach it. Just watch carefully. Don't lose track. Hmm? So I put this one just about 1 inch inside. And so where I'm sewing is not the thick part. Oh, your machine cannot handle. So don't sew on the thick part. Me now I'm not sewing on the thick part. I'm sewing on the place where the machine can climb easily. Then I come here again and sew. So I'm doing the same thing. Okay, that brings us to the end of the base. So now look at what we've made. I've not trimmed my thread, so please go ahead and trim all thread. A knitwork is the main thing. See it? See what we've made. A complete base for autogele with the 2 straps. That's what it looks like. All right.
At last, we are done, and the round base of the autogele is done. Thank you for joining us in this class, and just see how I tie it. Please, thank you for joining me. There's also a V front, and I'm going to be dropping more videos. Please, thank you, and please do well to subscribe. If you have watched this video to this point, it means you got value. Please do well to subscribe. You're going to get more videos of different styles of autogele every week. Please subscribe and share the video so that others can see and join and subscribe too. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate you.